right there is the Hancock Tower, and that is the Prudential Center, which are both about 60 stories tall. I don't know what that new building is called to the left of the Prudential. The Prudential is one with the, well, it says Prudential on it. It's got a radio tower, some red and blue letters. The Hancock is the one that has reflective, semi-reflective blue glass. There's a whole story about how they used an epoxy to glue all those pieces of glass in, and this was the early 70s, and it was very cutting edge at the time. And so I guess the problem was that they really hadn't worked out all the details on how to properly do this, how to use an adhesive to hold in, you know, pieces of glass that weighed 300 or 500 pounds or whatever the heck they were. And so there's stories, and there's actually even websites that detail some Boston history that talk about this. For a while there, they were losing pieces of glass, and actually the urban legend about a person getting crushed by a falling piece of glass on a windy day from a skyscraper, that's where that originates. Nobody was killed, which is, I guess, a miracle, but a few pieces did fall. And of course, you know, even a 50-pound piece of glass, you know, at terminal velocity, crashing onto a sidewalk with somebody walking along would instantly kill you. But the city does have a reputation for objects killing innocent bystanders because they're falling from places they shouldn't be. Speaking of which, this very tunnel right here, one of these tiles that weighed something like 8 tons, same kind of deal. They didn't use the proper torque, and it was a combination of nuts, bolts, and adhesive holding these things on. And a lady was driving along in a Hyundai about 15 years ago towards the tail end of the Big Dig construction, and she was crushed instantly. The only good part about it, I guess, was that she died instantly. Probably wasn't a lot of pain because her car was 3 inches tall when that thing fell on top of it. So she probably didn't even... Her brain might not have even had time to register pain. That's how quickly she was crushed. But anyway, sorry about the morbid theme. It just is what it is. So right now we're going 93 north through Boston, through the Big Dig, through the tunnel. We came down here via 95 to Route 1 to across the Tobin Bridge, actually. And now I'm leaving via 93, and that funky bridge we just went across with all the cables is the Zakim Bunker Hill Memorial Bridge. So it's named after Zakim. You can Google him. George, I believe, is his first name. I can't remember. And the reason why it's called Bunker Hill Memorial Bridge is because that's Bunker Hill Memorial right there, and that's a big symbol of Boston. I lost it, but anyway, it was to our east. It's a symbol of the revolution. It's a monument to all the men who fought and liberated this country from tyranny via the UK. Of course, now we have 500,000% more tyranny, but everybody's just fine and dandy with it because you get a fancy toy to play with. So anyway, we're coming into Somerville here, and well, there's not much at this point. There's not much eye candy left, so I'm gonna finish this up here. Still enjoying this Grand Cherokee, by the way. A review of that will be, it's in the works. I'm planning it for a while now. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, so absolutely loving it.